what's up, y'all? It's popping in today. About to react to this impressive This is BET Awards 2024. Usher tribute was mid. Chloe and Victoria still the show. Normani injury. What? Megan. Normani injured herself on stage. I just reacted to several performances over on my Patreon. I did the Usher tribute. I reacted to Meg and Glorilla and Shabuzi and Tyler. All of those are up on my Patreon right now. Go check them out if you're interested in watching. But sure, let's hear what she has to say about these performances. Let's watch. Normani got injured? Dancing? Girl, this shit ain't for you.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. I want to talk about this year's BET Awards. Impressive channel.
Oh, that was Megan. What the fuck?
I want to talk about this year's BET Awards. I will say this year was pretty interesting, and I like some of the performances. First of all, I really like the fact that BET actually highlighted some black country artists
he looks great
this year.
I love Shabuzi.
And honestly, I think Beyonce really opened up the door for
Shabuzi
and Tana Adele.
She opened the door for me because listen. I checked this man out. His album has me in a chokehold. I love it so much. He's great. I don't know who this is. But
to really get recognition, I really like the fact that they were highlighted. I love Shabuzi's performance. He performed his bar song Tipsy, and he brought Jake out, who's the originator of the song Tipsy.
Iconic.
And I thought that was a cool moment. And also, I loved Will Smith's performance.
Sorry, I'm so used to perform. I'm so used to speeding shit up. This is unnecessary. We could hear her talk slow. Will Smith performed what? Getting jiggy with it?
Has to have some inspirational segment.
Will
Smith performed with the Sunday Service Choir and Kirk Franklin and Chandler Moore, and he performed his song "You Can Make It." And this is really Will Smith's comeback year because they really tried to end this man's career. They really
did. They or did? You know what? I'm gonna need y'all to stop acting like Will is some victim. Chill out, all right? If y'all want to forgive him because he slapped a nigga, then cool. Forgive him, move on, got it. But stop trying to be like, oh, they try to tear a black man down. He slapped somebody live on stage. Like, let's stop acting like he's innocent and all this. He ain't, all right? I don't care what the narrative is behind it, what excuses you're trying to come up with. He almost ended himself. You slapped somebody. Hello, you an A-list actor up here slapping people because you're emotional. Like, come on, bro. Mind you, I don't give a fuck. I never crucified Will for doing that. I was here for the tea and was like, damn, that shit crazy when it happened. But I'm just tired of people's, like, comeback to that. Like, ooh, take down the black man. Shut up.
Like Hollywood was done with Will Smith after that whole Oscar slap.
Because he slapped somebody.
But he redeemed himself. He came back.
Hello. Violence is not okay. What are we talking about?
The highest grossing movies this year with his movie Bad Boys 3. I'm just really happy for him. I'm really happy to see that he was able to bounce back from that huge setback in his career. I really am. I also love the fact that BET brought Lauryn Hill out in the end. I thought that was great. And it was a pleasant surprise, too. She also came out with the Fugees and her son, YG Marley. It was great. Like, Lauryn is a legend. Her music is absolutely timeless. And she puts on a great show when she's on time. But anyway, I want to get into some of these other performances. Honestly, this show was really about the ladies. Like, the BET Awards really rolled out the red carpet for a lot of the newer female artists out, and I think that was great. They especially rolled out the red carpet for the female rappers because they got a chance to perform their own songs. But let's get into the rap girls. Let's talk.
I was trying to give her a credit, but this girl pulled up the damn strap. Now it's looking cheap. It's giving rainbow now. The closer it got, but it was cute at first.
About these rap
motherfucking icy spicy. I know you lying, girl.
Their own songs.
I take it back, Lotto. This is giving rainbow. Yo, op is giving rainbow. You nowhere near as bad as this. This is a hot mess, Lotto. I mean, not Lotto, Ice Spice with this chain too, and this hairpiece.
But let's get into the rap girls. Let's talk about these rap performances. I think the rap girls did good. Obviously, Megan leads the pack in comparison to the other girls. She opened up the show with her songs Hiss and Boa and Where Them Girls At, and I thought she did great. Her performance was on point. Her breath control was on point. Megan is pretty consistent when it comes to performing, so she never disappoints. I also really like the choreography a lot. It was definitely giving me heavy Beyonce inspiration. But I will say this. I just wish her songs
Oh,
had more pizzazz. You know, I feel like something is missing with her music. And also, when you see one Megan
she looks
performance,
so good.
you pretty much have seen them all. I mean, she doesn't really do anything too different. But I will say
She's a
she had the strongest
rapper.
performance out of her peers. Also, I have to give props to Ice Spice because she also made a big improvement. Her stage presence
I like
and
her
her
hair
breath
here.
control has improved.
Oh,
She
good for
was moving
her.
around a bit on stage. Now, she wasn't giving full on 8 counts like Megan Thee Stallion.
Why would we expect that from a rapper, bro? I'm glad when they give a little two step and they do something. That's not what rappers are supposed to do, bro.
But she was moving a little bit. She actually put in a little more effort, and I think that is a good step. Ice Spice needs to continue to elevate
I like
her
this hair on her.
performances because I think people will definitely respect her more as an artist. Lotto was cool as well. She performed
She
Big
performed.
Mama in Sunday service. Lotto is talented and she could definitely perform, but for some reason her music is not exactly resonating. I don't know. I just feel like when I see Lotto, she kind of blends in. She doesn't really stand out per se. So I don't know. Something was lacking in her performance, but the talent is there. That's what I will say. Lotto is talented, but something is missing. Also, Sexy Red performed Get It Sexy and You My Everything.
Oh, I'm
And
glad
I
I
have to
missed that.
say, Sexy Red is comical. She's entertaining. The fact that she used a whole presidential theme for her set was so unserious to me. Like, Sexy Red is just, I don't know what to make of her. She's kind of my guilty pleasure. Even though I don't really agree with a lot of the things that she pushes, I could respect the fact that, you know, she's out here grinding and doing her thing and she makes catchy music that the crowd loves. And the crowd was loving Sexy Red. She got the most energy from the crowd last night and I thought that was interesting. Also, Glorilla performed Yeah Glow, TGIF, and Wannabe. And honestly,
I like
I
that.
was the least impressed with Glorilla's performance out of her
Oh.
peers. I mean, she had all the bells and whistles. She had the dancers, the choreography, she had the props, but she didn't deliver like the other girls. She sounded like she was out of breath at some points and she was censored a lot. I don't know. She just wasn't keeping up. And when Megan actually came on stage with her, Megan upstaged her completely. Let's be honest, Megan made her look amateur. So I think Glorilla really needs to polish up as a performer. She has potential, but she needs to work on it a little more. Now let's get into the real performers of the night, okay? All of the R&B
I
girlies
don't like that dress
performed
now,
down, all right? I have to talk about it. But first, let me talk about Tyla a little bit. Now, Tyla performed her song Jump featuring Skilly Bang and Gunna. And I thought this was a good performance. I thought Tyla did her thing. Her energy seemed to be low. It seemed like the audience wasn't really connecting for some reason, but she still put on a good show. She sounded good. Her
She
vocals
probably
were
like
clean
him around these niggas. These black people don't like me. They're all against me now.
and clear. Her breath control was on point. The choreography was cool. I liked it. I thought she did a great job. And she represented for South Africa well. So shout out to Tyla. Now, let's
face
talk
don't look like
about
she wanna be
Victoria
there.
Monet because Victoria Monet was clearly one of the highlights of the night. She performed On My Mama and she also performed All Right. And this performance was insane. From the dance breaks, the transitions, the outfit changes, the scene changes, and
I
she
like
was
her.
singing live the whole time. No backing track, no nothing. Her mic was on. And I was gagging a little bit at that jacket switch and also the water scene. I mean, this was literally elite, top tier performing. She literally brought her music videos to life and she paid homage to the greats like Michael Jackson and Janet. She just executes her performances
She works
so
hard.
well. She executes at a very high level,
Yeah.
very polished, very seasoned. And I think Victoria is just a gem. She really is a star. Now, let me talk about this Usher
No,
tribute.
Usher.
A lot of people had some complaints. A lot of people had complaints because they felt like it wasn't completely up to par. They felt like there should have been more male singers in the tribute. The tribute was predominantly performed by female artists, and I thought that was great. I like the fact that BET actually gave a spotlight to these singers who typically don't get the.
What niggas would perform? What men are making music right now, like R&B music? That I don't know. I can't think of any.
Chance to perform at other award shows, so I liked that. But I could also agree that it would have been cool to see some very talented.
Oh yeah, I love Lucky Day. Oh, that reminds me, his album just came out. I need to listen to that. Listen, his first album, Candy Drip. Oh, am I saying right? Oh, that is one of my favorite albums ever. Honestly, I play that album out so much. It's so good. Is this Luke James?
Like Lucky Day, like Luke James.
Yes, I was correct in the reaction. That was that nigga name. Mario. Okay, yes. You are correct.
Like Mario.
You
correct. Like this newer singer named Josh Levi. He's like talented. I think it would have been cool to have Chris Brown up there, but he's on tour, and also he got into a scuffle with Usher, so I don't see that happening.
No, I think
but it would have been cool to see that. But I noticed that you don't really see a lot of newer male R&B singers get much visibility in the industry, and I think that needs to change. I think the industry has
there were not many A-list people here.
Male singers out, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I think there needs to be a shift. We need to highlight and bring back male singers. There's a lot of them out there too. Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of them out there, but the labels need to push them more. That's what I think. But I'm not hating on the fact that BET selected mostly female performers. Now, Childish Gambino, he sang, and he was alright. He was kind of random, actually. I didn't expect him to be up there, but he didn't really give me Usher vibes, if you know what I mean. But he did decent. Also, Keke Palmer came out there and she performed You Make Me Wanna.
Some people don't give
And that was a pleasant surprise to me. It was also very, very random because, you know, Keke is not strictly a singer, but she does sing. She's multifaceted, so I thought she was an interesting choice, and she performed down. I gotta give Keke her props. She performed down. Also, Summer Walker performed good. And I will say this, Summer stepped her game up. She did step her game up because she used to give absolutely nothing. But nowadays, she is giving a little something. So, congratulations, Summer. You're working on your stage presence, and I like that. Also, Coco sang There Goes My Baby. She walked in the crowd. She was strutting and giving the eyes to Eneli Choppa, and he looked like he was about to risk it all. And also, she serenaded Usher, and I thought it was cool. I still think Coco is still learning to be comfortable being sexy on stage.
That's Luke James, right? Am I tripping?
She taps into a lot, so she's still learning. But I thought she did a decent job. Now, I was disappointed with Marsha Ambrosius. She performed Superstar, and Marsha didn't do it for me. She just didn't do it for me. See, this is where they could have brought in a talented singing male singer. They could have brought somebody like Avery Wilson in there. They could have brought Luke James. They should have brought somebody who would have sang down, but Marsha did not do it for me. But let me tell you, I was relieved when I saw Chloe Bailey step on that stage because Chloe cleared. You hear me? Chloe ain't nothing to play with. She is a superstar. That girl can sing. She performed good. Kiss her. And you could tell that Usher was feeling her performance the most. Like, he stood up.
Girl, all right. Let's not reach impressive.
This is the one right here.
You gotta stop,
Chloe delivered. She attacked the stage.
Not he loved it the most. He told you that? I didn't get that at all, but all right.
Like, let's be honest.
Everyone over Victoria?
Chloe was probably the best vocalist of the night. Her vocal skill and her vocal control is highly impressive. Now, after Chloe performed, Tinashe performed Nice and Slow, and it was decent, but I will say the energy fell flat. I don't think it was a good idea for Tinashe to perform after Chloe, because you see the stark difference in their performances. Tinashe is very talented. Don't get me wrong. She's very talented, but I think she would have fared off better being a part of the Bad Girls Dance Tribute. That's more of her forte, in my opinion. But Victoria Monet and Tiana Taylor were the ones who performed for Bad Girl, and they killed it. They killed it. They actually referenced Usher's performance with Beyonce.
Oh.
And even though Victoria kind of grabbed the attention, I was also...
You know what? I was thinking that too. Like, she's channeling Beyonce a little bit. But, I just want to let her get her shine. I didn't want to, compare her to other people. But I promise I was thinking that. Like, this is kind of giving Beyonce a little bit. And I guess it was on purpose. What performance was this? What was this?
And even though Victoria kind of grabbed the attention, I was also very impressed with Tiana's vocals. I think she had good breath control. They both are really good performers. And last but not least, Lotto came out and ended the tribute by performing Ludacris's verse on Usher's song, Yeah. I thought this was so unnecessary. This was such an...
And then Ludacris's verse also, like, that's not even Usher...
anticlimactic ending, honestly. It really, really was. And I heard Normani was supposed to be a part of this tribute, but she got injured.
Oh.
It's just really, really, really unfortunate.
Okay.
I hate that.
Please be sorry. I'm still trying to get my sleep schedule back together. Child, it's a struggle. And I was in Europe for weeks. So I'm struggling. Trying to adjust back to this time zone. Anyway, oh, I thought Normani got injured performing on stage at the BET Awards. I'm about to say that shit is embarrassing, girl. What the fuck? But all right, she got injured elsewhere.
For her, I really do.
I think
she was supposed to be a part of the dance tribute. So the fact that she couldn't dance and she had to sit this out must have been very devastating. And it really annoyed me when people were criticizing Normani and saying that she has no drive and she's just making excuses. They were saying that she should have performed like Michael Jackson did. When Michael had injured his foot, he sat down during the performance.
Y'all who said that are fucking goofy, bro. It's Michael Jackson. The show must go on. People have paid money to see him. They don't give a fuck if he performing on his back or on his stomach. They want to see it. Normani, no. Nobody want to see her sitting down doing a fucking two-step from a chair. Let's be for fucking real. Who wants to see that? I would have threw my laptop at the wall if I saw her doing that. Nobody want to see that. That's stupid. So y'all who criticizing her, you sound dumb. If she hurts, she hurts. She can't make it. What the fuck y'all want her to do? But, I did make a comment at the beginning of this video, but more so, not in criticism of her, but more so just like, damn, like, she can't catch a break type shit. Like, damn. Like, it's always something, so that's just, me commenting on her bad luck. It just seems like she got bad luck. But, yeah, I wouldn't criticize her for this.
He was sitting down, but see, the thing is, Normani was expected to dance for Usher. She was expected to dance. So if she couldn't dance, there's no way she could perform, y'all. I wish people could stop acting so slow.
Exactly.
If she were to get up on that stage and just sit there and sing, people would have still dragged her.
Exactly.
So just give her a break. She's really going through a lot. And I do want to kind of talk about it in another video because she revealed some interesting tea about the issues with her label and her former management and how things have been just out of whack for her. She has just been dealing with a lot of pushback and attacks, honestly. And I rebuke all of these spiritual attacks against her in Jesus' name. With all that's happening, I think Normani will still come out on top and she's going to come out stronger than ever. But she is going through a rocky moment in her career. She is. So, prayers up for her. But anyway, that's all I have to say about the BET Awards, y'all. It was cool. It was cool. A lot of good performances, but the Usher tribute could have been better. And honestly, I think Usher should have got up there and performed himself.
Girl, he's performed enough. He's done enough. No, the tribute is to pay tribute to him. It's not for him to get up there and fucking break a sweat. It's for him to chill and watch. Yes, y'all appreciate me. Yes, perform. Dance, puppets. He wasn't supposed to perform, so I don't mind it at all. But yeah, I already gave my thoughts on all these performances, that I react to or whatever. But yeah, I never watched the award show just in full, so I feel like if you sitting there just watching the whole thing, you might be underwhelmed by some of the performances. But if you just watch a few performances, then you might enjoy them more. But if you're sitting there for hours watching a long ass boring award show, then you might have a different experience. I don't know. But anyway, those are my thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see y'all in the next time. Bye!